Welcome to Talks with Dr. Gupta and friends. Today, we are going to think aloud about a question that quietly keeps generals, presidents, CEOs, and central bankers awake at night. Why would the United States, the most powerful nation in history, risk confrontation with another nuclear superpower over Taiwan? Taiwan sits at the center of 21st century global power, not because of emotion or ideology, but because of technology, geography, and credibility. Although Taiwan is a small island of 23 million people, with no formal U.S. defense treaty and no official diplomatic recognition, it occupies a position that directly shapes the future of the global order. Number 1. The silicon factor. Modern civilization runs on semiconductors, not just oil. Taiwan, through TSMC, produces around 90% of the world's most advanced chips, essential for artificial intelligence, advanced weapons, cloud computing, electric vehicles. If Taiwan's chip production stopped, global manufacturing would freeze, AI progress would stall, markets would panic, and trillions in GDP would be wiped out. A Taiwan conflict would be a global economic cardiac arrest, not a regional crisis. Number 2. Why Taiwan is existential for China. For Beijing, Taiwan is not merely strategic. It is tied to regime legitimacy. Under Xi Jinping, reunification has been framed as a historical inevitability linked to national pride and political survival. When goals are framed this way, compromise becomes betrayal, making the issue more dangerous over time, not less. Number 3. The military geography. Taiwan anchors the first island chain, a natural barrier that limits China's naval access to the Pacific. As long as Taiwan remains outside Beijing's control, US and allied forces dominate Pacific access. If China controls Taiwan, it gains open access to the Pacific. US bases become vulnerable, and regional deterrence collapses. The biggest military shift in Asia since World War II. Number 4. Alliance credibility. Global power rests on belief. If the US fails to defend Taiwan, allies worldwide reassess American guarantees. Japan questions deterrence? South Korea debates nuclear weapons? Southeast Asia hedges toward China? NATO confidence erodes? Empires fall not when they lose battles, but when allies stop believing. Number 5. Democracy versus force. Taiwan is a Chinese-speaking democracy that disproves the idea that authoritarianism is inevitable. If a large authoritarian power can absorb a smaller democratic society by force without consequence, the global lesson is clear. Power decides borders, not rules. For the US, Taiwan is a stress test of the post-1945 rules-based order. Number 6. Why the US can't walk away. Defending Taiwan is risky, but abandoning it is transformative. Walking away would mean losing technological primacy, alliance cohesion, deterrence credibility. The costs of retreat exceed the risks of resistance. Number 7. Strategic ambiguity. US policy has deliberately avoided clarity, neither promising nor ruling out defense, to deter both a Chinese invasion and a Taiwanese declaration of independence. This unstable balance has prevented war so far, but rising confidence, domestic politics, and miscalculation increase the danger. Number 8. What a Taiwan war would mean. A Taiwan war would not resemble Ukraine. It would involve naval and air warfare, cyber attacks, economic and financial warfare. Shipping would halt, energy prices would spike, insurance markets would freeze, and AI development would stall. It would be the first true great power war of the digital age, felt immediately across the globe. To conclude, Taiwan matters to the United States because it lies at the intersection of technological supremacy, military geography, alliance credibility, and the future rules of global order. The real question is not whether Taiwan matters, but what kind of world emerges if power replaces consent as the organizing principle of international life. Taiwan is not a footnote. It is the front line of the 21st century. Happy new thinking.